My channel. It's
Hello. Hi.
Thursday, September 5th, and we're experimenting recording first period, which is normally mute, but all of a sudden, someone unlocked their talking gene station. I don't know what's going to happen in a moment. It was all kinds of interesting, so we'll see what happens. Let's see, yesterday, you guys did a good job in the library yesterday, so yay. Full class of learning today. More learning tomorrow. You guys got through the other day of learning just fine. You guys just
That's
like
because yesterday was library.
No, the other day, not yesterday, 2 days ago, when we did the learning things.
Oh, you said yesterday.
I said the other,
He said
thank you. I'm going to start counting at Ellie every time that you guys misunderstand what I'm saying. She's like the only kid with ears over there. Thank you. Alright, so then back to here. I don't think that applies to you guys because, shockingly, we don't have a lot of kids in single digits in here. In my other classes, I had like 5 and 6 kids who didn't get to play Jenga because they had to sit in the back of the room near me because of choices. Don't worry, there's a chance they may happen in here now that we've learned how talking works in here. Who knows? We'll see what happens. See, you have handout, you've not lost it. Hopefully we can continue with not losing it. And you have put your name on it, please. That way if you do lose it, I can get it back to you. I'm just trying to be nice, but some kids just don't listen to me. To run through this, I know I've already picked on you, so I figure we'll get... Now that you guys have learned how talking works, let's let you guys all do a talking thing at the same time.
Okay. I got you.
Some of you are better talkists than others. So, plot... Oh, hang on. We can't make it too easy. At least turn your paper face down so you can't just throw hands at me.
That's cheating.
So, agreed. So, what is the question word that connects to plot?
What happened in the story? What? Oh yeah. What happened?
It is correct. Character is going to be?
Who is in the story?
Jada Marie, will you stop looking at your paper every time?
That's Jada Famato.
I'm aware, but from now on, I'm just going to throw Marie in there every time you guys make a poor choice. Even if you're a boy, it's going to be Hudson Marie. I'm going to have to make me yell at you. That's going to be my you made a poor choice name. That was not actually you, Hudson.
Where?
Done.
Oh yeah. How is the plot told in the story?
Point of view.
How?
You can't keep looking at.
How?
How can you keep looking at that paper with me having to... How is the plot told to us in the story? There are 3 points of view.
Third, limited, and omniscient. I ate that. Oh yeah.
Technically, you did.
I did it in order too. First person.
First person.
Main character.
Ellen Marie. What is that? It's like you're trying to distract me. You're like, no, pay attention to Jada. Yell at her. First person, who's telling us the story?
The main character.
What are the pronouns?
Me, I, mine.
Third person, who tells the story?
The narrator.
Nicely done! How many characters does limited follow?
The main characters.
And omniscient?
Two. They follow one character. They follow many. The narrator follows one. Oh wait. Oops. Oh yeah. Oh wait. Same thing, Charlotte.
But you sounded confident. That was the step.
Yeah.
And then what pronouns do we use here?
I, he, she, they, and them.
Let's back up. What was that?
I, she, they, and them.
Charlotte Marie. What? Is correct. We're not throwing in the I. You can't use I for all of them. There's no I in limited.
There is an I in limited. I don't.
See who's paying attention on that one. Are you having a stroke?
Second person.
Good. So then we get to second person. Good job. And
You.
There.
Soldier Boy Sam. Soldier. Oh yeah. Oh, Uncle Sam. It's not my uncle.
Wait, isn't that Abraham Lincoln?
Yes.
Yeah.
George Washington.
I watched a video and you told,
That's like,
I watched a video when I was absent and you told one of your periods that my first period said this is Abraham Lincoln.
because it is Bro.
Yes, I made fun of you guys the whole rest of the day. I didn't think I was going to get caught. Not my fault that you guys thought it was Abraham Lincoln and then thought it was George Washington.
It's literally their son. And then you put it Tyler.
Will you give me information that I can use to make fun of you for the whole day? I'm going to make fun of you for the whole day. It's not my fault that one of you happened to be absent and then watched the video I didn't think I was going to get caught.
Why does he look like he threw up?
Because he's in this class. And then we dealt with this, and then those, and I felt bad after we had to go through and do it the other day. So after realizing that kids were not familiar with bunny monsters, I looked up a picture of an actual bunny monster going and attacking dogs. Here's him hunting down dogs of a kid that's passed out in the hallway. And then I realized that the story I was doing with you guys wasn't really working because it was about kids out there in a forest. I'm like, that doesn't work. So I rewrote the story.
Yay.
So now it takes place here at FJH. So I went ahead and threw
May I read?
Well, we don't have to. You guys already did this one.
May I read again?
They already read it, Dylan.
Oh, I did?
She just likes words. But on this one, what would the point of view be?
You. I'm
I.
at
So that's not the
first
point of view.
person.
Thank you. There you go.
I said that
And
first. I
thanks.
said it before it was even.
She said it louder. So how do you know it's first person?
Because it says I.
So here I threw it like Mr. Baker's room, and now they're no longer walking up a hill.
Right.
And I did the same thing here, although now the creepy man is in a hallway, which just makes it even more creepy. And so now as he continues to watch, this one is going to be
Third person omniscient.
nicely done again. Good job, Ellen. And this one will be the evil teacher in the hallway, almost like she's looking, and then same thing. So this is the hallway, and this one would be
Third person.
What?
Are you slow? It says I. Oh wait, because it's in the. Oh yeah.
Omni.
My bad. I was wrong.
which third person is it? I had to.
Omniscient.
Limited.
Not limited.
Oh, those are the two options. Let's find out.
It's not limited.
Throw your O or throw your L.
Wait,
Let's
let me
see.
read it.
Oh, hang on. Dylan has to read for a second.
It says a teacher.
This
in the
slash
corner
is
code.
I don't know.
Oh.
Who's it following at the top?
The evil teacher.
Who's it following here?
A dude.
Who?
A dude.
All right. Who's it following here?
The mayor.
It's ominous.
So
The
the
man.
evil old teacher watches the girl came up the hall, following the evil old man. It's almost like she's looking for something he thought. Who's the he?
Evil teacher.
Good job. Focusing on the ground. The man. Who's the man?
The teacher.
Notice a small furry creature. The man. Who's the man?
Limited.
Good job. So the whole time it's following one person. Even though she doesn't need you and your facts and learning in school. So yeah, that would be the limited. And then we'll do one last one.
Oh, that one.
Me.
Oh.
Second person. Wait.
I just the song you already
You sounded confident in this.
Yeah, second person.
How do you know?
Because it says you.
Good job. And so that would be our second person on that one. So hopefully next year I changed it so we don't have to worry about the being out there. Now we have all hallways and stuff like that. So now, being as that some of you guys never turned your paper face down in the first place because we're a bunch of big cheater pantses, let's go ahead and add some more learning to it because apparently you guys are really excited to learn.
The theme.
So we have this part done. We should be good.
No.
So now we're going to do our last three parts.
Theme.
So theme is going to be our first one, but we're now done with question words. So we're going to go a whole different direction now that we've done questioning word. Dylan,
I know the theme.
I'm intrigued. What's the theme?
The lesson.
She's right. It's the lesson that you learned in the story. So a theme is going to be, it's not the plot, because plot is what happens. So the theme is supposed to be what we learn in the story. So I gave you that as your big bold-faced word, is learn. So it's going to be like, we learn that friendship is good, or we learn that you should not walk barefoot in the school hallways with bunny monsters, or we learn that you should never try to challenge first period to start talking, or whatever the theme is, like the learning that goes into it. Hi, what's up, Eli?
Is it like those Disney shows where they always at the end are like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry about what I did
Like
today.
Darman kind of.
Yeah, that's what I was just.
Or like,
I just
like
said.
the ones where they say do something wrong, then at the end they figure out that they're wrong.
So you
and
see,
right.
you should always be nice to people.
Yeah.
Hey, John fans.
Nicely done. That would be a good way of looking at theme and doing your learning.
But it's every.
Disney made me smarter.
No, that was
Ooh.
Darman. So
She
you
said Disney.
It was Darman though. Darman's the so you see part.
But what's Darman? I don't know
Oh my god.
It's
like Disney, but Darman.
It's a life lesson video.
Darn it.
I'm gonna act it out for you.
I'm sorry, let's back up. Is
No, it's not Disney.
it a channel? Is it a show?
No.
Video.
Thank
It has
you.
the worst acting. It's like, hey, you're ugly. Oh well, that wasn't nice. Wow, I don't care. Okay, I'm gonna go get followers on Instagram. Okay, now she's TikTok famous, and everyone's nice to her and loves her because she was sweet and kind. Wow, I'm so sorry. Now I'm a loser because I called you ugly. I'm so sorry. Can we be friends? Oh yeah, for sure. And then they hug and they're like, okay, so you see, you should always be nice to sweet because you never know what's gonna happen next.
And then they start crying during their imagination.
Time out. So, is this a thing that like school showed you, or you guys went and found on your own? And you guys watched this by choice?
Hey, Darman.
It's
Actually, their acting is so bad.
We're not just.
That's why I'm asking, because you guys are like, it's
We're
so
not
awful,
We're
and
not
I
just
love
telling
it.
stories. We're changing lives.
Right. What happens next is shocking. Oh yeah.
Thanks. All right. So now we've learned. Sorry to say, I'll probably use that reference the rest of the day. This is like our George Washington, Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
In theory, when Xavier comes back, he'll be like, oh my god, he made fun of first period with his Darman thing. And so we'll see what happens from there. Oh, hi Xavier. Sorry that you're dead. Did you guys just look over there for Xavier?
Yeah.
He's not here. He's dead. That's why I'm waving to him on the camera.
Maybe he's under your
I
desk
know,
because
you guys
he
are like,
went
is he
back.
sitting over there? Xavier.
Or maybe
They're special without you.
yesterday he went behind your desk.
That could be, and he's dead now.
Right.
And I'm just covering for. So internal conflict. Let's go to that one next. So we're gonna break this one down. First off, do you guys know what internal is?
No.
Inside the conflict.
It should. Internal is an inside. Like you should have internal organs.
Yes.
If your internal organs are not internal, you're dead.
Yes.
That's sort of how it works. As soon as they go, "Rah," they're outside of you, you're like, "Look right there," and then down you go. And then a conflict, one. Dylan should know what a conflict is because she literally just gave us an example.
Oh yes. I used to.
What's a conflict?
Fight.
There you go. So a conflict is going to be a fight. So an internal conflict is going to be a fight that is inside of a character's head. So it's whenever you have a fight that happens in here. Like they're crazy? No, that would cover all of you. But an internal conflict is going to be when you could either be quiet during first period for the entire year, or you could choose to let your personality come out and frighten your teachers.
Yeah.
That would be a little battle that was inside of your heads, and apparently we know which side has won that battle. So there we go. So an internal conflict is going to be when you have a character that has to make a decision. Should I make fun of this kid on Instagram and then hug her afterwards and then fill myself with my horrible acting? Or should I just not put this out there for other people to see?
Probably that.
That would be your major decision. Should I understand the words coming out of Mr. Brovicast's mouth, or have Ellie have to translate everything?
Probably have to change.
Yeah, I figured. By the way, I think we're going to go with Slavey. Because I was trying to do the Ellie and the sleigh ball, and it was just way too long. And you missed the part where we had to make fun of Ellie and then Ellen Marie the whole time, and so.
I'm not changing my name to that.
I wasn't making yours. This is not even calling you that. And we also have Jada Marie now too, so we have a lot of Maries we're going to start adding in here. But Slavey, that works for me. By the way, you'll notice this is a really big area, and I've only filled up the first part, so if you just filled in your entire area.
What?
Next up.
Oh,
I know, I tried to help.
I have enough room.
Hey, good job, Eleanor. So when you do your major decision, you cannot globetrotter your answer, or I'm going to make fun of you. So for this, you cannot use the word not in your decision making. Here's an example. Should I talk out loud in class or not talk out loud in class?
No.
That's weak sauce globetrotter things.
Yeah.
You cannot just put the not in front of the other option. You're going to have to use your brain and go, should I talk in class or
Should I be silent?
nicely done? Now here's the problem. I have my kids who think they're all smarty and they'll go, should I talk in class or don't talk in class? Don't is a contraction for what two words?
Do not.
There you go. So you can't use the word don't What about can't? No, you can't use can't either.
Cannot.
Those are all, there you go. So you're gonna have to use your brain. Now, we're gonna have kids who mess this up and they're gonna say, should he attack the dragon or not attack the dragon? And you're gonna see my eyes get big and my little hands start doing this. It's because I'm imagining just right in the throat because I can just you're a globetrotter. So I just try to help you out. Now the last part, as you see there's still a blank there for those of you who just filled the whole thing up.
Oh no.
Whiny. This is how you're always going to write it. Internal conflict is written as blank or blank. As in, whine because I had to do more writing, or suck it up and be a big girl. Not that I was replying to anyone in particular who may or may not have been whining. Keep my pink paper face down when getting questions asked, or flip it over and keep cheating and get the middle name Marie. So those would be like the choices you have to make as you go through.
I know the cheat.
Then, if internal means inside of you, external means
Outside.
And we know what conflict is. Conflict is.
A major decision.
So, how many of you guys have siblings?
Me.
You know what an external conflict is.
I know.
Yeah, me too.
Slavey, your eyes didn't have to get that big. Yes, I do. So, what is an external conflict going to be?
An outside
Fighting with
fight.
someone.
There you go. This is an actual battle that happens in the story. Slavey versus Owen. Who's going to win? The duck versus the football team. Now, before some of you write too much, realize there's another gappy thing here. I'm adding a thing in before you freak out in a moment and be like, Mr. Brovicast, I ran out of room. I'm not good at making decisions. I'm going to show you how we write this one also. This is going to be written as something versus something. Xavier versus his sickness. Corey versus not coming to class. Dylan versus jumping up and dancing. Whatever those things may be. It could be like man versus bear, or the boy versus the tornado.
Man versus food.
Man versus food.
Have you seen that TV show?
Oh, I saw that.
That would be a good example of the same thing. Now, the bottom part of the notes you see on there, that's for like next week. I don't want to blow your brains yet, so I figure we'll just do those 7, and then we're going to apply them to a story here in just a moment. We're going to see how well you can figure it out. Now, the story, you don't have to write it down. It's not homework. This is just practice to see how well you can figure a thing out. All right, so, I forgot. Okay. Here's the story. It's one I don't think you've seen before. It's based on a fable, and you may pick up on what fable it's based on. The story's called The Boy Who Cried Bunny Monster.
Oh, I'm about to raise my hand.
Woof. On this one, I'm going to read through it. Then we're going to start going through, and you have to figure out the characters, the setting, the plot, point of view, and stuff like that. But I'll read it to you. For those of you who are like to listen, you get to hear my melodic voice. For those of you who are visual, you get to see the things up there, and we can try to help you out for there. And then those of you who are just haters, so be it. The Boy Who Cried Bunny Monster. There once was a sassy 7th grade boy who had recently learned about the magical creatures referred to as bunny monsters. The rest of his English class rightfully feared the small critters and made sure to heed their wise old teacher's warnings about them. But Bobby thought his teacher was lying about the horned beasts and made them up. He figured they were no more real than tooth fairies or getting an A on a math test. He knew they didn't exist and laughed at his classmates for believing in them. To taunt and mock the kids in his class, Bobby would often yell, "Oh no, a bunny monster, hide your toes!" at the top of his lungs at the start of class, and laugh when the other kids would lift their feet off the ground or cry. He tried to do it as often as possible and laughed hysterically every time the other kids fell for it. His wise English teacher even warned him that one day he would run into a real bunny monster and nobody would believe him. Bobby just laughed, though, and said, "Sure, that'll happen. Right after I lose another tooth and get an A on a math test," he giggled. That afternoon, while he was using a restroom pass to get out of science, he ran into a young bunny monster in the G hallway. To make matters worse, he had chosen to wear his Nike slides to school.
Oh, wow.
The horned critter saw his sock-covered toes, licked its little lips, and dashed forward before nibbling off the tips of 3 toes on his left foot. Bobby tried to run away, but didn't make it far with only 7 good toes. After that day, Bobby never laughed about horned rabbits again. That's your story, The Boy Who Cried Bunny Monster. Thank you, I'll be here all day. So now let's see how well you can apply things, and we'll go through it. So step 1, oh, by the way, you can look at the back side of it. It's going to show you this tomorrow. We're going to do this, but with an actual story together about the lady and the tiger and death and things like that. So if you look at it, you don't have to write this down, but it gives you an idea of what we're going to do. So first off, I would say there are 3 main characters. One of the main characters would be
Bobby.
The second one?
Old teacher.
And the last one?
Bunny monster.
And I would count the bunny monster as the last one. Now, anytime, if you look on the back side where it has characters, every time you do a character, you have to give me a description of a character. But the description cannot fit any other character. So you can't say Bobby is a boy, because that would also apply to the teacher. So you're going to have to come up with a description that only fits that character in the story. What description would work for Bobby that does not work for any other character?
Sassy.
Oh. Yes.
Apparently we're going to go... Were you talking about yourself or Bobby? Ellen?
7th grade.
That would also work. I would take sassy. I would take 7th grade. Were you guys going sassy also on that one? You were also thinking of Dylan. Oh, what were you going with?
I was going with, weird.
What's your evidence to say he's
bunny
weird?
monster's
He never
also
says
pretty
he's weird. Yeah, you can't.
I don't know.
Yeah, sassy, I put likes to lie, because apparently he kept lying to the kids in class. Teacher, description for him.
Wise. Old and wise.
Thank you for those of you who focused on the wise part and not the old part.
No.
Who was the teacher? What's his name?
Mr. Brovicast.
We don't know what this, Ellen Marie. Wise, gives good advice. Weird, I didn't put old up there at all. I don't know what's up with that. And description for the bunny monster?
Weird. Disgusting.
Likes toes. Hungry.
That's the one I would. Who said likes toes? Was that?
Ellie.
Good job, Sleepy. Likes toes. You have to use evidence in there. Now, you might think the bunny monster's weird, but it never says he's weird. For all we know, he's a perfectly normal little bunny
He
monster.
obviously just hungry.
So how would you know that?
Because he ate toes.
So that I would accept also. You can say I'm hungry. A lot of times, I'm going to ask you to back it up with stuff from it. If you say weird, I'll go why, and you go, I don't like it. That doesn't work. See, that's your opinion, Slavey. There might be people who saw the picture of the toes and they're like, and so that's their choice. You can't be. Remember, we're not judgmenting.
Judging.
That's disgusting.
Judging.
I put hungry and I put loves children too. So nicely done. For setting, what are the 2 parts of setting?
Classroom.
Hang on.
The when and where in the
school.
You just made me say the words good job, Elin. See what happens when you guys don't speak up? Good job, Elin. So we have the when and the where. Now for the when, you're going to have to use a little brainy bits. When is the
English
story?
class.
Not bad. Where's your evidence?
Because the English
Wise
teacher's in that classroom.
old English
I would
teacher.
take that. I went a little bit different, but I would accept that one. Is it taking place during the nighttime?
No.
Daytime. School time.
Daytime.
At school.
There you go. That's what I went for. It was during just school day because I was trying to use evidence in there. You could put during English class. I would absolutely accept that because you could back it up with proof, something like that. Where does it take place?
School.
Would work for me. Where else?
Hallway and the English class.
Nicely done. I would take those. I put school, classroom, and I also put in G hallway. That would work. Nicely done.
Do you have a G hallway?
You do have a G hallway. You even have a class in G hallway.
Do we have a
Who's the class in G hallway?
Are you a G hallway?
I am not in G hallway.
Oh, is it Miss Melly?
It is Miss Melly.
I was
Do you know what you just made me say again?
Good job.
Good job, Ellen. Sorry, Ellen. Elin. For the plot, if you look at that backside, we're always going to break the plot down into 5 parts. The very beginning, the very end, the middle, and I'll almost always give you number 3 to make your life easier, and then we do the middle, and the end middle. So at the very beginning, what's the first thing that happens in the story? Well, first major thing that happens in the story.
He's in the class.
He's lying. He likes to prank his little friend.
Before that, what's he pranking them about?
The
Bunny monster.
So what happens at the very beginning?
They talk about Bunny Monster.
There you go. So at the very beginning, the class learns about Bunny Monster, like the first major thing. Then we jump all the way down to the end. What's the last thing that happens?
He gets
toes
eaten.
There you go. Bunny attacks and eats 3 of his toes. Then once you have beginning and end, I'll give you the middle. Teacher warns him about bunny monsters. Now once you have this one, what's going to come between the two of the teacher saying someday you're going to see a real bunny monster?
His
He
classmates.
walks into the hallway.
No, he pranks his classmates.
That was where he kept yelling out loud. Bobby was lying about the thing from there. Then teacher warns him about bunny monsters, and the bunny attacks and eats 3 of his toes.
He went into the hallway to skip science.
There you go.
He skipped science?
Finally meets a real bunny monster in hall. That's where it said that.
Skip, sorry.
It'll pop back up here in just a moment.
What?
I was trying to help you guys see it again, because my next question is going to be, what's the point of view? But I figured it helps if you see it real quick before we do it. So first off, is it first or third?
Third.
Nicely done. Is it following one character or many?
Many.
So to make sure it's following many, is there a scene that the boy is not in?
Yes. Wait.
No.
Because if the boy is in every scene, it's limited, even if he talks to other people.
It's limited.
So make sure, is there any scene he's not in?
No.
No.
Okay, let's find out.
It's limited.
You feel strong?
Yes, 100%.
Limited.
You're right.
Yay!
And which character is it following?
The boy.
Bobby.
Boy.
So that's where it follows Bobby. Now for the theme, this is where you get a bit more leeway, where you get to come up with a theme you think would work. Anything you think that theme or thing that Bobby should learn or thing that we should take away from it overall?
Listen to your teacher.
Monty?
Don't make fun of people. Wait, no. I give up.
That was quite the journey that we just went on. Dylan?
When you lie, keep on telling lies, and when things actually happen, no one's gonna believe you because you're a liar.
I can take that. That'll work for me. Any other ones you guys want to go with? Elon?
I think that you shouldn't lie anymore because, bad things will happen one day.
So the same thing she said, but you just wanted to say it slightly differently?
Yes.
So in other words, you're saying you like what Dylan said?
No.
No, never mind. I put listen to warnings from wise old people, but
That's what I said.
I know, I was trying to get you to say it again, but you backed down. I was getting ready to say, good job, Charlotte, but you're like, no, that's Ian's job, so I couldn't do it.
No.
So, again, you can have other opinions, like the ones that you guys came up with about not lying, I think is great. With theme, you have a lot of choices on what works for you. As long as you can back it up, I will accept it. Mine was if Bobby had listened to his teacher, then he would have been fine and kept all his
Wise
toes.
old teacher.
What?
Is there a
Focusing
lady
on
with
that, aren't you?
snakes?
On the wise part? Thank you.
What?
Internal conflict. What is the definition of internal conflict? Major, not the definition of each word.
The decisions.
The decision. So first off, Bobby had, what word do you have to use? Nicely done. What word can you not use?
You just said
I know, I was just trying to help you out. So, what decision does Bobby have to make?
To believe his tenacity.
To what?
To listen to his teacher.
Okay, or?
Oh yeah. To not listen.
Wise
To be
old teacher.
To believe.
To not get
Little Globetrotter?
To not get thwacked in the throat.
You said no.
I know,
Oh.
just as bad as you.
Don't listen to the teacher.
Don't.
Oh wait.
My God, it's
Listen
like raining
to-
Globetrotters in here.
Wait, I got this.
I know. You're making me think. That's the whole like.
Or never.
Never listen to the teacher.
That's what I just said. I said it very louder.
People are
You were
screaming.
nicely done, Coolio.
Believe the teacher or
Oh.
think he's lying.
What?
So I mean, wouldn't it be the same? I mean, what you guys said was fine. You don't have to. This isn't math. You don't have to have the same thing as me. It's okay. Tomorrow, we're going to get into our first big real story and see what happens from there. Come back to life, dead kids. We'll see you later.